tell your neighbors you've gone to the dump? And they go, what did you get? I love going to this KL transfer station because everything you get is $1. And Puna is so wonderful because it's one of the only places in the world where you can never be underdressed or overdressed. And if something doesn't match, it doesn't matter. Do you notice that my gloves don't actually match? But if I hadn't told you, you wouldn't have even noticed now, would you? I love Puna. I love the KL Recycling Center so much that I think I should be their official spokesperson. And gosh, sometimes I get the best things there, but you know, it's not easy walking around with a crown on your head all the time. To let you know that I may be the Puna Princess, but I am not the Puna Princess. I just have a feeling there's other Puna Princesses out there. They're just not wearing their tiaras. There's really only one Puna Queen, though. I heard, unfortunately, he died. For the holidays, though, I wanted to tell you a little bit about recycling, because recycling has come a long way. There's upcycling, which means that you just take something and do something better with it. For example, if you got something like a plain old apron and you have an old piece of lingerie that you're not using anymore, all you have to do is tear the lace off it and decorate your apron. And it's even better than it used to be. Or what about that old sock that you have from last Christmas that you can't find the other one of? You can just make a pocket out of it. And people will be, wow, so excited because you have extra pockets, and they don't. The other thing that you can do for the holidays is to make yourself look as festive as possible, because there's so many parties out there that you want to make sure people come to your party. And they may not realize what a wonderful hostess you are until they get there and they notice that you've recycled all your lingerie. Do you know how many things that you can do if you have an extra bra? You can make a really cool pocket with it. I'm really happy with my holiday attire, and it only cost $1. The best thing that I found at the KR Recycling Center, I had no idea they even made these anymore. This is amazing. Do you know that with one of these, when you're in the kitchen, you can be more efficient than you ever dreamed? Because these little hook things, you'll never lose your memory. And what about your measuring cup? You know how you go, where did it go? Where did it go? Here it is. It's right here on your garden belt. And then the recipe. You know, you're making something. It's like, where's the recipe? It's right here. Your recipe, donkey fudge cake. You've got to have it right on your garter belt. You won't lose it. But most importantly, when you're in the kitchen. Because if you started with an open bottle of wine and you finished it, you're going to need the wine opener. And so be sure to always have it handy, especially if you have guests that like wine, and make sure that you have your pet ornament on securely. What about when you have extra lingerie? You can just take it out of the drawers and do amazing things with it. It's just, you just go, I don't know what to do with it. This is what you do with it. You make yourself another new apron. because you can never have too many aprons when you're in the kitchen over the holidays. People are expecting the most when you're the hostess. So be sure to have a lovely apron available because they're going to expect wonderful kitchen goodies. Now, not everything in the kitchen needs to be delectable and sumptuous. It can be very hard sometimes making lots and lots of cookies. I used to be, the first time I was ever called a princess was when I made 27 dozen different kinds of cookies. Yes, I did. And I wrapped them all up in cellophane and ribbon. And they were on these wonderful little handmade plates. And I put them in the van and I brought my basset hound and dressed her up in a little red t-shirt. Off we went. It was the Christmas holidays. We were so excited. And I probably shouldn't have stayed so long at the first house. When I got back to the van, all that was left was cellophane and ribbon, and my hound dog was laying on her back going, "Arr!" And nobody else got Christmas cookies that year. So I never was the Christmas cookie queen, and I never made Christmas cookies again after that. But I do make other things. If you're lucky enough this holiday season, if you have one of these in your yard, you can make the perfect Christmas gift. This is a donkey nugget. And people don't realize how wonderful these are if you have a garden, because all you need is a rolling pin. If you have plants, if you have orchids, if you have anything that needs fertilizing, all you have to do is roll out the donkey nugget till it's good and flat, and then use a star-shaped cookie cutter. And you will have the gift of your dreams. This little jar of donkey dew will make your guests ever so happy. They'll know that you love them. Be sure to label the jar of donkey dew before you give it to your guests, because if they think it's cookies or something to smoke, things might not be quite so good. So be sure to label your jar before you give it as a gift. I know that in Puna, we're all watching our dollar, so I'm here to give you tips for the holidays so that you can impress your guests this holiday season. What else can you give your guests you may be asking yourself? Even if you didn't get to go to the Louis Vuitton Christmas party this year like I did, even though I didn't buy one of those $5,000 bags, you don't have to have ornament envy. Instead, you can just look around the yard and see what you've got laying around. If you have one of these flat frogs, it makes a lovely Christmas gift. Perhaps you're thinking, well, a flat frog, sure, it makes a good coaster, but how can I dress it up? Just put a bow on it. And it can be your new treetop ornament. People will come from miles around to see your flat frog on your Christmas tree because you can't see one of these everywhere. And I know many of you have been driving down your driveway for years going, what the heck can I do with that flat frog? Well, this is your answer, folks. This is it. I don't know about the rest of you. I have finally made my first pair of coquisicles. I'm waiting to see if they're going to make good earplugs. Wouldn't that be ironic? Last but not least, another ornament idea. The flat rat. Perhaps you've seen one of these on your driveway. If you're lucky enough. and have the ingenuity, all you have to do is make sure it's nice and dry and that the fur isn't falling off. It makes a lovely tree ornament. Of course, all it needs is a little bow. But even when it's not the holidays, it makes a lovely door hanger. So if you're wondering what other tips you might want for the holiday season, don't hesitate to ask me, the Puna Princess. And oh, how about those bookmarks that are made with duct tape? You can just do one side with duct tape and put your favorite picture on the other side and voila! Recycled, upcycled, new bookmarks for your friends and relatives. If you didn't buy your donkey coloring book yet, be sure to see me because when you open it up and read the pages, you will laugh your ass off. It's called Rules for Living from Mocha Latte, the Donkey Llama, because he's been a wise ass for many lifetimes. I think that's just about it for me. In case anybody has questions, just let me know or look me up at thepunaprincess.com. Thank you so much.